Hello and welcome once again, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of TMGeek. We are right in the middle of the quarterfinals of the TMGeek Run for the Championship tournament. I am your host, Kevin, the Philosopher Poss, and I'm joined today on the desk by none other than Aaron himself, Aaron Knoll. How are you, sir?
Absolutely. Another day, another geek match. And this one is certainly interesting. All of our other quarterfinals matches have been relatively high seeds, and somehow the two outliers ended up in this one match together. Honestly, I said it before, this is the one I'm most excited about. This is an interesting combo. Both these competitors have done very well thus far. It's going to be a fun one.
Yeah, fun is exactly how I would describe this match. We have the number 7 seed Allen, Dr. Spaceman, Shepard taking on the bracket buster, if you will, the number 18 seed who's fought her way all the way from round 1 to get here, Andrea, the Empress Malabag. So it'll be interesting to see, Aaron, if Andrea can continue this Cinderella run. And also just to see, how Alan approaches, taking on Andrea. So, do you have anything else you want to add to that?
No, I'm just very curious to hear how the competitors are feeling.
Cool. Well, let's bring them in and see what they're thinking. We will start with the Empress herself. As I said, she is the 18th ranked competitor, or 18th seeded competitor. I'm sorry, in the
Kevin,
tournament.
don't we
What?
start with the first one?
Damn it! I swear, I do this every time. All right, and yeah, we will jump right into that. We'll go ahead and bring in Dr. Spaceman himself. He is the number 7 seed in the tournament. Alan Shepard, how are you, sir?
Aloha, everybody. I'm excited and terrified at the same time because Andrea, she's just incredible, and I love her on all the other things that we've done. With nerd fight things, she's judged many times, and I'm always interested in her opinions on things. And watching her other matches in this geek tournament thus far, I got some stuff to be worried about. So I both love and fear her all at the same time. But that's a good thing because there's balance there. And a lot of geek balance things have been happening recently. So I'm very, very excited about being here. And I'm always happy to be with you gentlemen, because you my brothers. Yay.
Absolutely, man. Well, you've done well getting this far in the tournament. I was looking at the rankings, the updated rankings. You're actually you've worked your way up to being ranked 3rd now.
What?
So not to add any pressure on you, but are you looking at ahead to the championship as it's getting really close, or are you
Uh,
just taking it one step at a time?
I got to take it one step at a time because if there's somebody that I fear and love, equally at the same time is Amaru, and oh man, that's my brother, and he terrifies me with that boy's knowledge. He gets deep in some stuff that I have no business knowing anything about. So if I win or lose today, I'll be equally as happy.
Gotcha. All right. Fair. Aaron, anything for Alan?
Yeah, Alan, I've said it many times. You have developed a reputation between the Star Wars, franchise wars, and this tournament of falling face first into the next round of things. You come in with absolutely no confidence and yet somehow still succeed. But today, I see you don't just have your normal manager; you have a whole management team with you.
I
You have
do.
you have some killers. You have a baby. You have Rosario Dawson. Uh, how with that being said, obviously you got a team, man. You're ready. You're like Mike Tyson but younger. How do you feel? This will be dated by the time this airs, but
Yeah.
how do you
Sure.
feel? How do you feel going into this match? Do you feel more prep than you have before, or is it same as usual?
It's honestly, it's about the same as usual. I kind of like your analogy of falling face first into victories, because that's kind of how I view all this stuff. It's just luck of the draw. Let's have fun. I've never been a studier of, oh, I have to study all these things, and line up and make sure I know all this stuff. I just watch things with that critical eye of enjoyment and also picking up all of these things that I can, because it just kind of happens that way. So there could be something that you guys will ask a question, and when I hear it, I go, I could not possibly know that. But then something kicks in. I go, oh wait, I do know that. Here we go.
Yep.
Yeah. So I like that falling face first into it. That's fun. And yeah, my management team, because things that get me excited and things that get me excited that I can share with my son right here. You know, this was a big, big day for Star Wars and for Ahsoka.
Sure.
And so I was just, let's have the crew here, the Grogu, if you will, here in this.
The Grow crew.
Yeah, the Grow crew, and just excited to do this. And again, every time I do any of these, it's all about having fun and sharing that love and community of all this geek stuff that we all just kind of brings us together. It binds us together, if you will. So it's excited and happy to be here.
Indeed, indeed. It is like the Force. It does surround us. It does bind us. I appreciate that, Alan. We will put you in the back for just one moment as we bring up your competitor. She is the Empress, the number 18 ranked competitor in the tournament. She is Andrea, the Empress Malabag. How are
Hey
you?
guys, I'm doing great. I might not be Uhura, but I'm female, so I guess that would do. So I guess that would do. Since Alan was looking at to face Uhura next for the next round, so but I'm here, so
There you
yeah.
go. Absolutely. So I'll ask you the same thing. You've really made a path and made a lot of impressed a lot of people on your way to this match, making it to the quarterfinals. I'll go ahead and say aloud that even though you're the 18th seeded competitor, you have worked your way up to being the 8th ranked competitor in TMGeek. So doing a great job. And but are you still approaching this one match at a time, or is it starting to kind of feel big? Is it starting to feel more big time?
I'm still approaching it one game at a time because how could you not? Alan might not think that he really doesn't know his stuff, but he does. So I'm not taking him lightly. But you also have to look at it. Uh, it is kind of getting big, especially what I did in the last round. I guess there would be a little bit more expectation from me this round and the following rounds if I ever make it.
Sure, absolutely. Aaron, anything for Andrea?
No, honestly, I think she put it very concisely. You know, as you said, the rankings will continue to update, and a more clearer picture of those can be said, once the tournament's over.
Right.
But for the moment in time, you are technically 18 seeded. You are far and away the lowest seed. And even though Amaru advanced through an unfortunate disqualification, you are the only person from the first round to have fought completely the way here. And I don't say that in that way to take anything away from Amaru. It is just more so impressive that you're still fighting, still here, still going when so many could not. So I feel like we should just keep the fighting going.
Hey, that
Oh,
sounds good to
definitely.
me. Well, good luck, Miss Andrea. We'll go ahead and bring Alan in. Good luck to you, sir. I'll go ahead and read off some rules for round number one, and we'll get this thing going. In round number one for Geek, you guys pretty much know how this works. That is our whiteboard round. Aaron and I will alternate in giving you 10 questions in random geek categories. Competitors will have 15 seconds to write down your answer. Answers must be said aloud when called upon and revealing your response that you've written on your whiteboard. All questions in this round are worth 1 point. You do not lose a point for an incorrect guess or a blank word. A perfect round, 10 for 10, does trigger a 1 point bonus question. You do have 3 repeats and 1 challenge for the entirety of the match. I'll start with Alan. Do you have any questions before we get started?
No, sir.
All right, and Andrea, same question.
Nope. Let's do it.
All right. With that being said, good luck, and I will pass it on over to Aaron for question number one.
Absolutely. To get this started, Alan wanted Uhura. The best we can bring is a Star Trek question. At the beginning of Star Trek Into Darkness, where is the USS Enterprise located?
Not my favorite Star Trek, but it's working its way up there.
I like it as much as all the others I have seen.
You've seen.
Definitely.
5, 4, 3,
I'll see them eventually.
2,
I own
1.
them.
Pins down.
That's the best part, right?
Oh.
Oh, we'll go ahead and go to Alan.
I don't remember the planet name, but I just put underwater.
And Andrea?
Yeah, I got it wrong. I knew the planet. It was. I wrote Earth.
All right. We were looking for at the bottom of the ocean, so I would say Alan's correct on that.
Yeah, I'm gonna give that one to Alan. Yep.
Cool.
Looked
And we get started.
like Andrea maybe thought of it right there at the end, but that's okay. We still have a lot of game to go. So move on to category number 2, which is the Wizarding World. In the Goblet of Fire, what is the name of the headmistress of the Beauxbatons Academy of Magic? I'll take
Alan wincing like his wife just caught him doing something bad.
I'll
About
take
90%
the full
of the
name,
time.
but last name is okay. And I forgot to hit that, so sorry about that. You get a little extra time on this one. Call that Kevin being kind. Don't say I never did nothing for you. And
Question
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, pins down. And we will go to Andrea.
Madame Olympe Maxime.
And Alan.
I didn't get the full name, but I put Madame Maxine.
It's Madame Maxime with an M. So yeah, unfortunately you're one letter off. So that ties us at 1-1. Very, very close to that pull though.
Closer than I thought it was.
Well, here we go. Perfect rounds off the table, pressure's off, but let's see what they can keep going. Question number 3 comes in the category of the MCU. Who plays the character of Kraglin in Guardians of the Galaxy and Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2?
Aaron and I were discussing this question. Should I put his last name, which is Abfunteri? That would probably just confuse the competitors. So
I said don't, because
5,
that's dickish.
4, 3, 2, 1, pins down.
We'll go ahead and go to Alan first.
Is it Sean Gunn?
And Andrea.
I didn't pull it.
Sean Gunn is correct. James Gunn loves nepotism and Disney loves firing. 2-1.
I knew there was going to be a joke in there somewhere.
Yeah, he was.
All right. Question number 4 comes in the category of Middle Earth. In The Return of the King, what is the name of the giant spider that Gollum lures Frodo and Sam into her nest?
Yeah, Kevin, every time I see a Lord of the Rings question that I actually know now, it only makes me wish I actually got those in my fucking matches.
Right. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, pins down.
Alan's already laughing. That's promising.
Let's start with Andrea. Yeah.
Shelob.
And Alan.
That's the one I couldn't think of. But I just combined a bunch of and put Balthog.
Balthog is her brother. Sorry about
That's
that, Alan. No, Shelob is correct. Good pull by Andrea, and that ties us 2-2.
All right, this question's going to keep the laugh train rolling. We're going to go to the category of See, Kevin knows what I'm talking about. He's already read the question. This comes in the category of Marvel. I'll give you all a second to breathe. Here we go. At the beginning of Howard the Duck, who leaves a message on his answering machine asking if he received his birthday sweater? And no, the answer is not Duck Pits.
You know how I said the other day that I hadn't asked a Joker question yet? Well,
Yeah.
this is my first Howard the Duck question, so.
Oh, the honor.
5,
It's all
4,
yours.
3, 2, 1. Pins down.
All right, Alan
I have no idea, so I just said Daisy.
and Andrea.
I didn't even have an answer.
Oh, you know what? Don't feel shame. It's a terrible movie. His mother.
Oh,
Oh.
whose name was Daisy? No, I'm just kidding.
I was gonna say now I feel like I might need to look that up, but I'm not gonna. But all right. Category number 6 is the DCEU or Worlds of DC. Who plays Daily Planet editor Perry White in Man of Steel? Just realized I spelled that wrong, but that's okay. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. We'll go to Andrea
Lawrence Fishburne.
and Alan.
Cowboy Curtis himself, Lawrence Fishburne.
Larry Fishburne is correct for their 3rd point each.
All right. We move on to question number 7, which is going to come in the category of mixed bag. What ancient priceless artifact is the central MacGuffin in Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom?
I love that word.
I'm very familiar with that word. It was the name used for the bar at my former place of employment.
You must have worked at a Carmichael or something. 5, 4,
AMC.
3. There you go. 2, 1. Pins down.
Go ahead and go to Alan
Is it the Shakara stone?
and Andrea.
Oh, I wrote a chalice.
Fortunately, both are incorrect, but
Yeah.
Alan's so close again. Sankara stone.
Sankara.
Sankara. Yeah. Alan, only a few letters off from having a couple more points here in round 1, but that's all right. Like I said, we have a lot of game to go. Category number 8 comes to you in Star Wars. Nothing but Star Wars. In A New Hope, what is the number of Leia's cell on the original Death Star?
Oh, God.
So I would just like to report back. I did try researching Howard the Duck's mother's name. I could not find that. But that search brought up a video
Shocker.
of Leah
5,
Thompson's daughter
4.
reacting to her mother having sex with a duck.
1. Pins down. I don't even want to know. We'll start with Andrea.
5128.
Alan.
I put AA421.
2187. It's the same
Not even
as
close.
same
Out of
as
21.
Finn Stormtrooper.
21.
FN 2187.
That was the preface right there, and then they had okay.
You might be able to convince me of that, but not Kevin. All right, we'll go ahead and move on to question number 9, which will come in the category of DC films. Who plays Barbara Wilson, a.k.a. Batgirl, in Batman and Robin? See, we're going with all the classics today.
Hey, I was about to say, when I throw a Batman and Robin question, and it's I'm in one of those moods. Yeah.
Marvel is all
5,
electric questions.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down.
Go ahead and go to Alan
Alicia Silverstone.
and Andrea.
Alicia Silverstone.
Fair Horowitz herself bringing points to the game. 4-4 is the score.
Whoa.
All right.
Good rhyming skills, brother.
I know. I was about to say that was smooth. I wish I could do that, but nope. All right. So your final category, as always in TMGeek, it comes in plot summary. I'm going to give you the plot summary of an IG film, and you will give me the film. After its victory over a small but valiant group of soldiers, one of the largest armies ever amassed takes to the seas to conquer more city-states. The general on the side of good strives to rally his countrymen to fight for freedom and manages to gain an upper hand, but ends up failing. Or does he?
I'm going to use a repeat already.
All right, Alan going with the repeat. It's going to be one of those questions. All right, fair enough. Alan does have 2 repeats remaining. In the category of plot summary. After its victory over a small but valiant group of soldiers, one of the largest armies ever amassed takes to the seas to conquer more city-states. The general, on the side of good, strives to rally his countrymen to fight for freedom and manages to gain an upper hand, but ends up failing. Or does he? I heard that, Alan.
I'm feeling very confident in these answers. I told you we're going with all the classics today.
In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, pins down. We will start with Miss Andrea.
Nope. That's difficult. That's hard.
She said
I didn't
nope.
even try. Nope.
All right, fair. Alan, what did you get something?
I'm in the same camp, and I know it's not this, but I just put it because you said the word sea. I put Aquaman, but it ain't it.
No, it's 300 Rise of an Empire.
Oh,
300 Rise of an Empire. Yep.
which I didn't enjoy, so never saw it.
Yep. I was gonna say most people are probably not gonna be too upset about missing that one. All right,
man.
so some tough first rounds there, but still tied and still have a good match to go. So, Aaron, if you want to go over some round 2 rules for these guys.
Absolutely. Going in around number 2, the score 4-4 tied. No shame in missing a sequel so poor they couldn't get Gerard Butler back. But the rules for round number 2, you guys will have a wheel spun, which we will bring up in just a minute. If you don't like your first option, unless it's opponent's choice, you have 1 chance to respin. Whatever category you get, by which way you get it, you will get 5 questions each worth 2 points for a max of 10 points. If you want to go to multiple choice, the question will be worth 1 point, but possibly become a little easier. Opponent, be prepared. You can steal the question should your opponent miss it for the points value it's worth when they miss it. You also keep all your repeats and challenges. Alan, you have 2 repeats and a challenge. Andrea, you have 3 repeats and a challenge. Do you have any questions? All right, so because the score is tied, we will go with the higher seeded player of preference, which means Alan, you will have the choice to spin first or second after Kevin will read you the categories.
All right, the categories on the wheel tonight, in no particular order, are as follows: DCEU, Middle Earth, Mixed Bag, DC Films, Quotes, Wizarding World, Marvel, and MCU. So, and of course, spinners and opponent's choice. So, Alan, since you are the high-ranked player, would you like to spin first or defer to Andrea?
I will spin first.
All right, he's going to spin first. So, using your mind's powers, we'll go ahead and get that thing spinning. I think I saw Grogu spin that one.
I think you did.
Our engineer Jacob was so kind to point out Gerard Butler
I'm
died.
Take a timeout real fast because I see. We're gonna have to restart the spin because there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's only 9 slices on the wheel. I just thought that I noticed because the 2 green ones are touching. So
they're touching each other. Yeah.
There's got to be something missing.
Okay, so I'm going to read off what's on here.
Yeah, you read them off, and then, yep, that sounds good.
Okay, so I have DCEU, Wizarding World, Middle Earth,
right?
DC, MCU, Quotes, and Marvel.
And Mixed Bag.
I wrote that down. I don't know why I didn't put that in there.
And, yep, that's it. That's it.
That's why.
That's the one.
All right,
I just didn't want y'all to have Mixed Bag in there, is why.
I was going to say, Jake's trying to help you guys out.
Stupid category.
If you want to go ahead and prime it, but as I'm about to count myself back in, then you can drop Jacob out, Aaron, and I'll just re-announce.
Yeah,
I'll just restart it at Alan's. Alan's going to go ahead and spin now. So as soon as it stops spinning, we'll count back in.
Good.
This is just a prime spin, just FYI, I guess.
Prime it.
Primus. It's doing that thing that mine was doing yesterday, where it doesn't want to stop. No, mine yesterday was like it kept looking like it would stop, and then it would keep going. All right, here we go.
Is that what the problem was?
5. Yeah, it was so weird. 4, 3, 2. All right, so Alan, you can see the wheel has been primed there for you. If you'll go ahead, sir, and spin that wheel with your mind.
All right. Ooh. There we go.
I'd like to point out our engineer Jacob was so kind as to point out that Gerard Butler died in the first 300, but I haven't seen Star Trek, so you know I haven't seen those films.
That is excellent point, Jake. Thank you for making that. DC films it lands on for your first spin, Alan. What direction would you like to go?
Let's go ahead and spin it again.
He's going to spin it again, taking the risk. All right. So whatever it lands on, you will be stuck with, sir. God. I say stuck with always sounds so bad. Like I feel like I should say you will earn. I don't know. All right. So it lands on MCU. All right. So Alan will receive 5 questions in the realm of MCU. Aaron, since you like MCU so much, I will let you distribute those questions if you would like.
Absolutely.
I just know you're a big MCU guy, so.
All right. Let me edit these to make them harder. No, I'm kidding. All right. Alan, remember 5 questions in MCU, multiple choice, and repeats are there if you need them.
Gotcha.
Your first question. In Avengers Age of Ultron, how long did the Maximoff twins say they were trapped in the rubble after their apartment collapsed when they were children?
Oh. If I hear it again, I probably will know, so multiple.
All right. Your options are A, 24 hours, B, 2 days, C, 4 days, or D, 1 week.
I'm going to go with B, 2 days.
And that is correct for 1 point.
Boom.
Excellent start.
All right. Your second question. In Iron Man, Obadiah Stane tells Tony that his father helped build what?
Oh, crap. It's the... I want to get it right. Multiple choice, the wording on it.
Okay. Is it A, the atomic bomb, B, the Saturn V rocket, C, the surface-to-air missile, or D, NATO?
Oh, that's not what I was, any of those, what I was thinking at all. Not even a little bit. I was thinking it was the little ear thingy that he did at the end to knock Tony out. Let's go with the atomic bomb.
That is correct for another point. Multiple choice being a good call there by Alan on that one. Yep. As we move on to question 3 and the halfway point of this round. In Captain America the Winter Soldier, how much did the Smithsonian say that Steve Rogers weighed pre-serum?
Oh, crap. This is the weirdest questions ever. Let's go multiple choice, because if I hear it, I might know it.
All right. Your options are A, 90 pounds, B, 95 pounds, C, 100 pounds, or D, 105 pounds.
It's 90, right? Final answer?
Finally, 90 is incorrect. So we will move on to Andrea. Your question and options. In Captain America the Winter Soldier, how much did the Smithsonian say Steve Rogers weighed pre-serum? Is it A, 90 pounds, B, 95 pounds, C, 100 pounds, or D, 105 pounds?
90 pounds.
Can you repeat that again for me? It cut out.
95 pounds.
And that is correct for the point.
Good, Steve.
Very, very close on Alan's part, but I'm not being goaded into giving the answer away. I was like, I need some clarification, man.
I should have said it was 105 because freedom cost $1.05.
Excellent. Anytime Team America is brought up.
Question number 4. What song plays during the opening scene of Iron Man?
Back in Black. AC/DC, Back in Black.
That is correct for 2 points. And your final question. In Iron Man 3, what is the name of the young boy that Tony befriends while stranded?
that annoying kid that popped up at the end game, and I don't know his name. Let me hear the multiple choice.
Absolutely. Is it A, Harry, B, Henry, C, Holden, or D, Harley?
Harley, D?
That is correct for a point.
Alan doing a great job working his way through there.
Man.
He's got himself a lead, but it's not unmanageable for Andrea.
True.
That's absolutely true. She has a good chance to take a lead of her own here. So we'll pull the wheel back up for Andrea and go ahead and give that wheel a spin. And Best Buy trying to hawk their expensive products again. No thank you. All right, so let's see. It's coming up on a free spin, it looks like. Unfortunately, we are fresh out of MCU questions, so you get a free first spin.
Best Buy not wanting to hang around for longer than one spin.
Which lands on...
Still lands on.
Come on. It's on Spinner's Choice. All right. So, would you like to hear the options one more time?
Yes, please.
All right. Your options on the wheel are DCEU, Middle Earth, Mixed Bag, DC, Quotes, Wizarding World, Marvel, and if you wanted to, I guess, opponent's choice.
Let's go Middle Earth.
Middle Earth. All right. I will administer those questions to you there. Got spinners with Middle Earth. Just want to mark that down. All right. So 5 questions coming your way, Andrea, in the realm of Middle Earth. Alan, be ready for any potential steals. Hands on screen at all times from both players, please. You've done a great job at that so far. I appreciate it. And don't forget about your repeats, and don't forget about multiple choice. Are there any questions before we get started, Andrea?
Well, let's do it.
All right. Question number 1. In the desolation of smog, while morning breaks after staying safely... Let me start over. I'm sorry. I've hesitated too many times on that one. All right. Question number 1. In the desolation of smog, while morning breaks after staying safely overnight at Beorn's home, what sort of animal startles Bilbo awake?
Oh, I need multiple choice.
Okay, multiple choice. Is it A, a goat, B, a bumblebee, C, a mouse, or D, a pony?
A bumblebee.
Bumblebee is correct. That was a big ass B for 1 point. All right. Question number 2. In Fellowship of the Ring, what gift does Galadriel give to Samwise Gamgee?
Elven rope.
Elven rope is correct for 2 points.
Sorry, I have to cut in just to make sure I got it correct. She did get 2 points on the first one, right? I was responding to a text for something.
One point on the first
one.
I got 1 point.
So 3 points, so she's at 8. Cool. Thank you. It was for the other match. That's why I saw them text.
No worries. Oh, thank you for
just confirming.
Yeah. I that's what was making me hesitate as well. All right, I'm gonna count us back in because very
cool. Thank you. I heard you got it right. I was just like, what happened in between?
All right. All right, Andrea. Question number 3 in the category of Middle Earth. Who plays the cowardly Lake Town deputy Alfred Lickspittle in the Hobbit series?
Multiple choice.
All right, going to multiple choice. Is it A, Mark Hadlow, B, Ryan Gage, C, John Bell, or D, John Noble?
Ryan Gage. B.
Ryan Gage is correct for 1 point. Doing an excellent job here. And we are to your penultimate question in the category of Middle Earth. In The Return of the King, Elrond presents a reforged Narsil to Aragorn, its rightful owner. but the sword now has what name?
Anduril.
Anduril, Flame of the West is exactly correct for 2 big points. And we come upon your final question in the realm of Middle-earth. How many Academy Awards did the Two Towers win?
Multiple choice.
All right. Is it A, 2, B, 3, C, 4, or D, 5?
4.
4 is incorrect. I'm going to go to Alan for the 1-point steal. Read you the question and your options here. In the realm of Middle-earth, how many Academy Awards did Lord of the Rings: The Two Towers win? Is it A, 2, B, 3, C, 4, or D, 5?
2.
2 is correct. Sound editing and visual effects. So Alan does get that steal back. But Andrea puts together a great round, 2, 4, 6 total points there, which gives her a 1-point advantage going into round number 3.
And put the fear of God into me. Those pulls, lady, you are amazing. Oh my God.
Right.
Alan is still figuring out how to spell Lord of the Rings. So.
Exactly. I know, he looks scared over there.
Andrea, the name of the sword. I want the name of the sword. Sharp and striking.
Sharp and striking.
All right, moving into round number 3, the rules go a little something like this. Each competitor is going to give me 3 numbers between 1 and 12 that will correspond to 3 random geek categories. I'll give you 3 questions, or Aaron and I both will give you 3 questions worth 2, 3, and 5 points respectively. There's no stealing, no multiple choice in this round. Alan, you have 2 repeats and your challenge remaining. Andrea has all 3 repeats and her challenge. Are there any questions on the table before we get started? Okay, Andrea, since you have a lead by 1 point, we'll go ahead and take your numbers first, 1 through 12.
1, 8, and 12.
1, 8, and 12. All right, Alan, same for you, sir. 1 to 12, not 1, 8, or 12.
She was prepared for those numbers as she was for the name of that sword and the name of that dude, the actor that played the dude. That was great. I'm going to go Pixie style. I'm going to go, if man is 5 and the devil is 6, then God is 7. So we'll go 5, 6, 7.
5, 6, 7. All right, fair. Interesting selections there. But since Aaron read Alan his round 2, I will read Alan his round 3 and vice versa. So I will go ahead and start with Alan's 2-point question, and then if Alan hits that or any combination of, to get him a lead, we'll shoot it back over to Andrea and we'll flip-flop until we see a winner. All right, so Alan starts with category number 5, which falls under scores and soundtracks.
Oh, shit.
Scores and soundtracks. So for 2 points, Alan, in scores and soundtracks, who scored Doctor Strange and Rogue One: A Star Wars Story?
Oh, God. Michael Giacchino?
That is correct for 2 points.
What? Okay.
And Alan does take a 1-point lead, so we flip it back on over to Andrea.
You have to love Alan celebrating every question like a kid in a candy store.
Yep.
All right, Andrea, your first number was number 1, which means your 2-point question is going to fall into the category of Star Trek.
Okay.
Who plays the character of Khan Noonan Singh in Star Trek II: The Wrath of Khan?
Ricardo Montalban.
And that is correct for 2 points, which means we will bounce right back over to Alan for the 3.
All right.
Excellent pronunciation of the name, too. That was beautiful, Andrea. That was great.
Indeed, indeed. All right, Alan chose category number 6 for his 3-pointer, and that falls in the category of mixed bag. Mixed bag.
Woo!
So for 3 points, Alan, what is the name of the man who pawned Shelley's engagement ring in 1994's The Crow?
The fuck? What? Okay, repeat that shit.
He wants a repeat. I will be happy to do that for you. I will repeat that shit any day for you, Alan. For 3 points in the category of mixed bag, what is the name of the man who pawned Shelley's engagement ring in 1994's The Crow?
The man who did it. Bro, I see The Crow since I was, the only name I know is The Crow name. I think his name is Eric Draven. So I'm gonna say Eric Draven.
One. That is incorrect. We're looking for Tintin. Tintin is his name.
Are you absolute? What the? 10? Oh, hell no. 10. What? All right.
Tintin, indeed. All right. What? So that brings us to your 5-pointer, which you'll need to hit to send it back over to Andrea. Or if you do not hit this one, then Andrea will win the game.
Congratulations.
Your 5-pointer is in category number 7, which is the DCEU.
Not yet overdue.
DCEU. It's definitely not over yet. You are correct. So the DCEU.
Nice.
And remember, you do still have 1 repeat remaining.
All right. That is exactly right. You do have 1 repeat. All right. So for 5 big points in DCEU. In Shazam, what prize does Billy's mother win him as a young child at the Balloon Pop Carnival game?
A compass?
That is correct for 5 points.
Let's go!
All right, so Andrea is now down by 4. She still has her 3 and her 5 to go, so whatever combination she needs to hit of those to win the game, she has two chances here.
Yes, absolutely. Well, no, because it is a 4-point gap, she will have to hit the 5 no matter what.
You're right. I was going to say there you go. I was going to say the 3 is kind of more for score, but yep, you're right. She will need to hit the 5 indeed. So, all right, that sounds good.
All right, Andrea. Remember, you do still have all 3 repeats should you need them. Your second number you chose was number 8, which falls in the category of Middle Earth.
Okay.
In The Fellowship of the Ring, when Pippin asks Merry whether Aragorn knows about the Hobbit's eating schedule, what comes after second breakfast?
Eleven Seas.
That is correct for 3 points. To make it a 1-question gap, there is no overtime. It all comes down to this final question. And that number you picked is number 12, which puts you in the MCU. And your question is, what is the name of the collector's hot pink-skinned slave that dies upon touching the Power Stone in Guardians of the Galaxy?
Andrea does have all 3 repeats here. You can answer in 5, 4.
Repeat the question.
Okay.
Absolutely. That'll be your first one. What is the name of the collector's hot pink-skinned slave that dies upon touching the Power Stone in Guardians of the Galaxy?
Five, 4.
Repeat the question.
Absolutely. What is the name of the collector's hot pink-skinned slave that dies upon touching the Power Stone in Guardians of the Galaxy?
One more repeat remaining. 5, 4.
Repeat the question.
All right.
Absolutely. What is the name of the collector's hot pink-skinned slave that dies upon touching the Power Stone in Guardians of the Galaxy?
Five, 4, 3.
Helena.
2. And your winner, moving on to the semifinals, Alan, Dr. Spaceman Shepard. We were looking for Karina.
Yep. Oh, man. That was hard.
Very close. All right. So we will drop Andrea to the back for just one moment. Talk to Alan, our winner for the evening. How are you feeling, sir?
Like I just fell on my face. Man, Andrea is fearsome. She is fearsome. Her now, the Middle Earth stuff, which is just, she is incredible. And she terrified me. I honestly thought she knew that last one. I didn't know it until her second repeat. And I went, oh, that's right. Because I pictured Benicio screaming that name. And then I thought, oh, she's got this. She's got to have it. So this was by luck. Again, face first fallen. I'm super excited, super happy. But at the same time, super terrified for the next round. So this was great. Andrew, I love you to death. You're amazing, incredible, and just as fearsome as I knew you would be. So yay. But happy. Yay. And Shazam. I remember that stupid compass. It just was because it came up later on. And so, okay, good. Right. There's a reason that'll come up later. So that's important to know and remember. So that was cool. So it helped me out. Yay. Right on.
Yeah. Alan, you definitely seem to thrive in those, the round 2s and round 3s where you got to pull that knowledge. That's what we were talking about earlier. Is just you have that keen eye to pick up on those things. So great job tonight. You did awesome. Aaron, too many A names tonight. Again, as usual. I think that's all we have in TMGeek is A names. Aaron, right. Anything you want to add for Alan?
Yeah, well, let's take a look at this. We've done it with every other match, so let's take a look at the, we'll call them the repercussions of your win tonight. So you fall face first into the semifinals. On the other side of the bracket is Joe Fairley and David Alonso. But on your side, you are facing the winner of Richard Schwartz and Amaru Moses. Now, the other thing that is interesting that we've called out in the other matches is entering the semifinals essentially guarantees you a path to a title shot one way or the other. You can either fall face first and beat the people you're playing next, or you can fall backwards into a third-place contenders match, which is a number 1 contenders match. The third-place finishers will get to play for a number 1 contendership around towards the end of this tournament as well. So first off, congrats on that. You've gotten yourself this far at least. How are you feeling about playing the winner of this match?
Terrified. I ain't gonna lie. Both of those guys are, and both of them know me very well. So they know my style. They know, they know a lot. So this will be interesting and both of them are studiers. So I might actually have to study a little bit. Oh no. So this will be interesting. But again, let the faces fall where they may. We're just here to have fun and keep pressing forward and see what happens.
Absolutely. The Mandalorian may have to go off. The Rise of Skywalker, a better Star Wars movie may have to go on.
Nice.
Very nice. I love your approach to the game, Alan. Keep it the same. And good luck in your next round. We will see you in the semifinals, sir. Have a good one.
Mahalo, guys.
All right, let's drop him to the back for briefly, and we'll bring up the unfortunate second-place finisher. There are no losers in TMGeek. The Empress herself, Miss Malabag, just fell a little bit short. Did you have any?
Helena.
Yeah, I was gonna say you had the ending of that name. I feel like you were just that close to pulling it. What was going through your head?
Yeah, I was deciding on which one it was. And then I guess it was a 50-50 shot. And I just picked the wrong one for that.
It happens, definitely. You did have a great job. You did a great job in the Middle Earth category. You picked up the steal opportunity, the only steal opportunity that Alan gave you to pick up. Um, and I mean, you did everything else you needed to do. Like I said, I think you've cemented yourself as one of the top geek players overall. And after this tournament's over and moving into next season, I think people have definitely need to be watching out for you.
Yeah,
Because
definitely.
yeah, I know that you'll be back for sure. I know that if I know you anything about you at all. So congratulations on all your accomplishments throughout the tournament. I hate that it had to end this way, but you did an awesome job. Aaron, anything to add to for Andrea?
Yeah, unfortunately, you weren't as we've referenced, the Aurora, but you were the Cinderella story of this tournament. Obviously with the wins, your rank changes, but 18th seed making it even to the quarterfinals is impressive all in and of itself. You fought very well in your first match against Devontae, and since then you've come in and not only made it out of the qualifier first round, but you avenged that loss against Devontae. And you had a great match here. I mean, 16-17, it's a very close match. You guys were neck and neck the entire time. You both had solid round twos to make up for the bit of probably a little harder round one you guys had. So it's a great performance all around from both of you. And yeah, the league is still young enough that even making it past round one in this tournament automatically gets you a better shot at playing a match quicker. So we will see you back soon, I hope, and I look forward to it because we have seen the improvement even in this tournament, and that's a good bidding going forward.
Absolutely.
Oh, definitely. And you better watch out for next year, guys. I'm gonna come back stronger than I am right now.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Because I actually, with the bracket up in front of me, I can say, despite the fact that you lost today, the score today is higher than both your previous scores. So that is improvement.
Yep.
It's
that's
just you played Alan.
That's what it's about. Improvement.
Happens to everybody.
Constant improvement, and just tinkering your game a little bit, and you'll be there. But like I said, congratulations on don't hang your head at all because you've accomplished so much during this tournament. Like Aaron said, the Cinderella story, the number 18 seed making it this far. I was very proud to have you make it this far. I've been rooting for you the whole way. So great job, and good luck in your future endeavors. We'll see you around TMG.
Yeah, see you guys.
All right, Aaron, closing thoughts on the match?
Yeah, it was exactly what I thought it would be. The last couple of matches we've had, whether it be Robert and David obviously breaking the points record, Joe and Ryan, some of the matches have been the more serious, high-scoring, intense matches that people like. This was a match on the different side. Both these competitors clearly brought the knowledge. They clearly brought the game. Alan looks primed and ready and maybe a pillow on the face for that next round. But it was fun. It was entertaining. They both came in loose, ready, good to go. And I think good things will come for both these competitors. Andrea, a couple wins will get you in good places in the future. And Alan's already booked himself in that spot. So anything can come from the future. And I guess what really matters is next week, who wins between Richard and Amaru, who gets that final spot.
That's exactly right. Coming up next, Richard Schwartz versus Amaru Moses to cement the final spot in the semifinals. And as Aaron has said, that definitely means something because the losers of the semifinals match will go on to play a third place match, and the winner of that match will be the next number one contender. So even win or lose out of the semifinals, there's a way to get to the championship, and so that's kind of the goal here, is to to keep people, cycling through, and I want people to always be aiming for that championship as their ultimate goal. So yeah, we're right there at it. We're getting close, and I'm getting excited. So on the desk next week will be Aaron and Jacob E. West. Papa West coming on the desk. I'm excited about that. So tune in, and we'll see you next time. I have been your host, Kevin the Philosopher Paz. Thank you for Jacob being in the back, JB3 being in the back. Alan and Andrea are our competitors for the evening, and thank you very much, Aaron, for all your help. Again, I've been Kevin, and we'll see you next time. Keep geeking out.